Sparks flying on Capitol Hill as a spending fight escalates. Utah Senator Mitt Romney grilling White House Budget Director Shalonda Young over President Biden's claims that Republicans want to eliminate Social Security.
Are you aware of anyone proposing cutting Social Security benefits?
Your first question, current members have well-known policies out there to cut Social Security and Medicare.
That's simply wrong. That is simply wrong. And it's not honest to say that to members of Congress.
Okay, calling her out, Julia Manchester, a reporter from The Hill, joining me right now. Good morning, Julia. The Senate committee hearing was over President Biden's nearly $7 trillion budget proposal. Let's get to a little more of the exchange before we talk.
Now, the question is, why have you not proposed in your budget any action to protect Social Security?
Senator, I look forward to seeing plans that are very clear.
The question is, why have you not proposed it? Why have you not made a proposal?
I want to know who's telling the truth here. Have Republicans said that they want to cut Social Security, yes or no?
Okay, so it's a little more complicated than that, Adrienne. So last year, we saw Senator Rick Scott, who at the time was the chairman of the National Republican Senatorial Campaign Committee. He released a proposal that was independent of Senate leadership. So essentially, he did not do this consulting with then Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. He put out his own plan that essentially suggested sunsetting some of these programs if there was not a plan to address them. Now, we saw that Senate Republican leadership, like Mitch McConnell, very much push back against that, saying that they were not on the same page on that issue. Then you saw Democrats running in the 2022 midterms running with that, tying essentially every Republican who was running, particularly for Senate, to Scott's plan, saying, well, look, they want to cut programs like Medicare and Social Security. Now, after the midterms in 2023, you have the White House running with that same message. Remember, during President Biden's State of the Union address, he also suggested that they wanted to cut Social Security.
So this is just like talking points. This is politicking at its finest. If the White House is saying they don't want to cut it, if the Republicans overall, as a consensus, are saying they don't want to cut it, why in the world are we even talking about it? I mean, what's the issue here? Can we separate the fake from the real news?
Yeah, so you're absolutely right. It is a lot of politicking, but at the center of this is the fact that, yes, there is a threat of running out of those funds for Social Security. You have a lot of debate as to whether you should raise the age for Social Security eligibility, whether other taxes should be raised in other areas to put funds into that Social Security bucket. But yeah, I mean, essentially, this goes back all the way to 2022 and politicking. And what Shalonda Young essentially said during her comments yesterday was that the biggest threat is cuts to Social Security.
Julia Manchester, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.